Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel and a Merry Christmas to everyone. And I'm just doing a final update on the VW camper bus. So yesterday I did put the finishing touches on the bus. As you can see, I have everything in place. The only thing I do not have glued permanently in place is the canopy that goes on the roof here. And I might glue that in place yet. I haven't because I haven't decided if I'm leaving that up or down. Now doing the finishing touches yesterday, I did run into a couple issues with the bus. The first being getting that rear bumper in place, and the issue was, as you can see, and this is the same on all the bumpers that came with the kit, is that there are little slots that fit over the little tabs here on the rear of the bus. But those tabs were a little bit too wide for the slots, so I had to cut those down in order to get the bumper in place. And the other thing that you'll have to do while trying to get when getting the bumper in place, you will have to lift the engine cover up. And once the bumper's in place, this engine cover won't go down quite all the way. So that's one of the things to watch for on that as well. Now with the now while doing the rest of the finishing touches on the bus, what I did with this, I added the doors last, and I installed everything else on the bus first, including the side glass windshield, the VW emblem on the front of the bus, as well as as I mentioned, the bumpers, and all the light features as well. And with the front doors, I also installed everything on the doors, such as the glass and the door handles, as well as the side mirrors. But now after I put the front doors in place, the first thing I did notice, especially for this door here, this door wouldn't shut quite tight to the bus. But I did manage to get the door closed. It does fit a little bit better than it did on the other bus. But as you can see, there is a gap between the side door and panel here on this side, and that goes for the same on the other side as well, that there is a gap here for that door as well. And that's just the nature. I'm just guessing that's the nature of these buses, because as I mentioned, I did run into an issue with this bus as well, with the panels not fitting right and everything not fitting right. Now, one issue I did run into after I had the door in place. This door in place, the glass started coming out, so I had to fix the glass back in place, and so I had to open the door in order to work on that. And after I had the glass in place, I didn't quite close the door all the way, and I was in the process of doing pictures for my Facebook page, and that's when that door fell off. And the first thing that came to mind was that for that door to come off, that one of the either one or both of the pins for the hinges must have broke. And so when I took a closer look, I did notice that the little pin on the top hinge here was broke. So that did happen on this bus as well, which I was hoping wouldn't happen, but it did. And as I mentioned, I had the same issue with the other bus as well. Yeah, because those pins are not very the pins for the hinges are not very thick, and so it doesn't take much. As I mentioned, it doesn't take much to break them off. And the only other thing that I might do with that hinge on this bus, being that I don't have the glue, because with the other bus I have the doors glued in place, so I can't do anything with that right now. With that one now, But with this one, I might do the same as I did with the engine compartment cover, is probably do a makeshift hinge using a little thin wire to see if that would hold those doors in place as well. So other than that, there's no, but all in all, other than the getting those panels in place and the doors and everything in place, there wasn't too much incident with the rest of the build. Everything else went in place pretty good. And now for the window installation, such as the windshield, the side glasses, and everything as well as the rest for the rear hatch here. I did use the clear glue for it to install those as well as the headlights and signal lights and the tail lights as well. So that all went in. So that went on pretty good with the clear glue, and I also used the clear glue for the decals as well. So that's all I have. So that's all I have for this build, and it's, as you can see, everything there also went in pretty nicely here. The top racks, I didn't have any issue with those, and the front bumper there was no issue, and this was pretty good. And as I mentioned in the other video, that front bumper did cover that little gap on the bottom there, so that's not so noticeable now. One other thing I did want to touch on as well too, I guess I'll mention, with this camper builder, there's an option for the little tables that attach inside on the inside door here, on as well as this little one here as well. And as you can see, I just have this one put in place with masking tape. And what I'm looking to do with those tables is to see if I can't find like a little small hinge or something that will allow those tables to fold down or go into an upright position. And the reason why I want to do that is so I can close those doors, open or close those doors accordingly as I go here. And as you can see, everything else went nicely inside this bus as well. I don't have much light here to work with, but as you can see, everything else went out. As you can see, everything is pretty good inside the bus here as well. So other than that, that's all I have for now. So I would like to thank everybody for watching my videos, and if you have any questions or comments in regards to this bus, by all means, just leave a little note down in the comment section on the video. And so again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching my video, and again, I wish everybody a Merry Christmas.